Welcome back. You're watching Newslink on eNCA. It's been a debate since the dawn of the coronavirus lockdowns, lives versus livelihoods. And with almost 10,000 new cases in Gauteng today, should a hard lockdown be considered for the province? Well, to discuss this, we're joined by Lumkile Mondi from Wits University. Mr. Mondi, it's always great chatting to you. I mean, I ask you the same question every time our numbers spike. Should we and can we afford to go into a harder lockdown?
Absolutely not. As we have seen, just the hardship that's been impacted on many families, particularly on low-income groupings and female-headed households. Any lockdown will have disastrous consequences, particularly without any state support. So it's an option that we shouldn't even be thinking about. I think our focus should be on attempts to open up, particularly here in Gauteng, the Nasrec facility, so that we can add more beds, because we're not short of doctors or nurses, but we're short of beds. Therefore, I think the priority should be making available all resources that can house and host many patients as escalation continues of infected people in Gauteng.
What about the sale of alcohol, Mr. Mondi? Do you think that that should be restricted?
Not at all. I think what we do know is that there's been a lot of positive response, I think, in many communities around staying at home. What we do require now is just ensuring that people own up to the responsibilities as individuals. That is, give power to individuals to take necessary steps by staying at home and taking all the risk management processes, because it's no longer about the state doing much around managing our affairs. It's us taking responsibility, and in response, the state making sure that all the facilities to house people, the opening up of Charles Mackay Hospital and others, so that if there's really an increase in case of infection, the state has responded by providing the necessary facilities and human capabilities to look after those. So the state should really make sure that it does its job, and I'm calling upon many South Africans to do likewise and own up as individuals and do the right thing, wearing the mask, sanitizing as much as often, and don't go out on unnecessary business. Don't get engaged in closed surroundings with too many people. Stay at home.
I think that seems to be part of the problem, is that people have just become fatigued and are not being as compliant as they were at the very beginning. That first hard lockdown was really to prepare our healthcare facilities, wasn't it, for the onslaught of patients that were coming their way. Subsequent lockdowns, despite the economy taking a big knock, I mean, do you think it would even help if we went to just say a level 4 at the moment?
It won't help, Annika. I think we all know now that the game today is vaccinate. So really, we should be spending more time as to how many can we procure from international partners. We know that the Biden administration is committed to give us about 2 million or so. We need to get more others. So I'm encouraged that our health authorities are looking at the possibilities of testing both the China vaccine, Sinovac, as well as the Russian vaccine, Sputnik, to see its efficacy and whether it can be utilized in South Africa. I think for South Africa, really, to get going, we need to vaccinate as fast as possible and gain as many of the available eggs, so that those eggs then can be used across different baskets, so that you get the nation vaccinated and the economy open.
Last question, as a numbers man, how much, let's do a guesstimate here, do you think we've lost to the fiscus so far?
We probably potentially lost another 1.5% to 2% potential GDP growth due to the lockdown. And it's going to worsen. Every day that passes, don't vaccinate. we're losing more opportunities to get our people back to work, to get economic growth, and therefore really change the trajectory of our economy since 2019.
Thank you so much, as always, for your insight and your time. Economist there, Dr. Lumkile Monde from Wits University.